Frooglesim videos are powered by Jetline Systems.
Hello YouTube, this is Frugal and this is the Frooglesim news for today, Sunday, February the 10th. First up, EZDoc V3 Professional has released. Now for those that don't know, EZDoc is a camera tool for FSX and Prepared. In fact, in this version it's mainly for Prepared, that for the longest time was the only decent camera tool on the market. Then along came Chaseplane and changed the whole landscape. EZDoc V3 Professional is a big response to that. It features a brand new, very shiny user interface, something they're very proud of called Extended Turbulence Mode, and that's actually one of the biggest new features, adding highly realistic turbulence modeling to the aircraft and the effects that integrates well with Active Sky. EZDoc V3 Professional also features improved head movement, a new camera category, so instead of interior, exterior and world cameras you now have human cameras. It also fixes a number of issues like the clipping issues, where if the camera moved too close to an element of the aircraft, that element would kind of clip and look kind of weird. There's a new key binding and control system, there's better integration with the sim and the camera's config file, improved camera creation process, one of the banes of EZDoc was always creating cameras, and a new in-sim menu for camera switching. There's also a ton more features. In fact, the video you're watching is a full 10-minute overview of the product, and I highly recommend you click on the link in the show notes below and go watch the video in full. Now they're calling this a soft release, and I'm not entirely sure what that means since they have advertised it on the simforums.com forums and it is available from Flight 1. Even so, it is a soft release and is available from links in the Sim Forums post in the show notes below. If you already have EZDoc version 2, version 3 Professional with Extended Turbulence Mode is $15, which is very reasonable. If you are a new customer and have never tried EZDoc before, it is $39.95. Next up, Orbx True Earth GB South has released, but for Prepared. Now this was a big release on X-Plane a couple of weeks ago and it's now available for Prepared. Be aware, you will need at least 57 gigabytes of available disk space to use this. The scenery covers 42,000 square miles of scenery in southern England, 130 million trees, 13.2 million buildings correctly positioned with the correct heights and at the correct elevation. It also includes hundreds of hand-placed key and custom landmarks and a custom elevation mesh, as well as an accurate road and rail system. Be aware that True Earth GB South for Prepared, like the X-Plane version, only covers summer, so no winter textures or anything like that. The price is $38.95 and it is for Prepared version 4 only. Moving over to X-Plane now, and we have Aerosoft Bergamo for X-Plane. Now this covers Milan-Bergamo, one of 3 international airports in the Bergamo area. The airport is actually a hub for Ryanair and also serves as a bit of a cargo hub for UPS and DHL. Aerosoft Bergamo for X-Plane features custom jetways using the SAML plugin, 50 centimeters per pixel textures, PBR ground textures of course, animated ground traffic, windsock and radar, as well as dynamic lighting and modeling of all buildings on the airport. Aerosoft Bergamo for X-Plane will cost you $24.99. It is available from the aerosoft.com link in the show notes below and is for X-Plane 11 only. Sticking with X-Plane scenery, and MKStudios Lisbon for X-Plane is now available. MKStudios Lisbon released for FSX and Prepared some time ago, it's now available for X-Plane. It covers Humberto Delgado Airport, which is the 20th largest in Europe and is a Star Alliance hub. The scenery includes highly detailed buildings, including, of course, the terminal interior, and it utilizes new ground modeling techniques, in quotes, but not much detail on what they are. It has 50 centimeter per pixel ground textures and, of course, brings in key objects and landmarks in the nearby city, and includes optimized custom lighting. The price for MKStudios Lisbon for X-Plane 11 is €21.50. It's available from simmarket.com, linked in the show notes below. More Orbx news now with the release of Orbx EGML for X-Plane. Now the actual name of the airport is Damins Hall and it's a small GA grass strip airfield near London. The scenery features custom vegetation to fit the actual airport, accurate ditches and gullies around the airport and high definition building textures. It's also fully integrated with True Earth GB South, but as always, as they are keen to say, you don't require True Earth GB South, it just will look odd without it. The price for Orbx EGML for X-Plane is $17.68. It's available from orbxdirect.com, linked in the show notes below. And finally this week, not X-Plane or FSX or Prepared, but Aerofly FS2 JustFlight have previewed their Duchess 76. Now the Duchess 76 is a 4-seater twin-engine T-tail, and it is coming soon to Aerofly FS2, a sim which is actually gaining more and more add-on aircraft, and some of them are pretty stonking. It is a completely accurate model inside and out, built from actual aircraft plans and photographs, and the cockpit also features textures showing wear and tear. And I've got to point out, it's a fully accurate 3D cockpit as well, even down to individual screws, nuts and bolts within the cockpit. It features an accurate sound set as well. No idea of a full release date or a price for JustFlight's Duchess 76 for Aerofly FS2, but more news right here just as soon as I have it, and you can look at the product in the meantime at the JustFlight.com link in the show notes below. That's it for this week's rather short news show. As always, if I did miss something, do leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'll take a look to see whether I should include it in next week's show. Until then though, thanks for taking time out of your Sunday to watch this. My name is Frugal, and I will see you all very soon.